what led to the struggles with CJ McCollum tonight?
I don't know. He got loose, and you know, thought some miscommunication a little bit on our behalf, and then they played a little fast. Seems to be kind of the case. Teams want to find rhythm. They play a little faster against us because half-court defense was pretty solid, and I think that was just the key. He got a couple of them to go down early, and long game for him.
You got going in the second half with your shot just offensively. Like, I guess what was the difference between the start of the game and what you're able to do after halftime?
Yeah, it was just I took it slow. Still looking for my shots, but I just took it slow. Let the game come to me, and when I had the ball, I was just looking to be aggressive. I found something with just my rhythm and timing, and that was it.
Paul, y'all had a stretch where y'all won 10 out of 13 games, and now you lost your last 4 out of 6. What do you think the biggest difference has been for y'all? Is it just as simple as Joel playing, not playing? I mean, what do you think the biggest difference has been?
We're definitely better with Joel out there. That's a fact. We're better with the big guy back, in the lineup with us. But I think through it all, we've had some. I think KO missed a game or two in that, and Kyle has been in and out. Like we've had a lot of guys in and out of the lineups during that stretch. But I think we just comes down to us just playing a little faster. We gotta play at a faster pace. I think we're getting in trouble playing in a slow style in the half-court set. I know Nick is definitely preaching for us to get up the ball faster, play faster, run a little bit more, and that's on us. I think going forward is what we kind of got to do.
For a while, like when you guys were going through your rut early on, everybody was saying it's still early. But now it's 36 games into the season. Is it not panic mode, but is it one of those things where it's a real sense of urgency now because this thing could go left?
Yeah. It definitely is not, again, like you said, it's not panic mode, but there's sort of a desperation that we need to start to play with and look at every game like matters. At this point forward, every game matters. So I think we do have to approach it in that matter. Because it's not going to get any easier. We lost tonight. Not going to discredit, how they played tonight, but the team we should have beat. And again, we got New York coming in, we got Oklahoma coming in. It's not going to get any easier. And so, we got to, put teams like this away early. That's kind of the team we got to beat. We want to compete and be one of the teams standing in the end. These are the games that, we put teams away early.
Nick used you as the de facto 5 in one of the lineups in the fourth quarter, I guess. For you, what is that like when you're not used to playing that position?
Yeah, I mean, it's different. I'm used to scrapping and running around and chasing and fighting through screens, and to be honest, I'm bored. Playing, on a 5, just don't do enough for me. But I think being mindful of my ability to clog the middle and kind of help and cut off passing lanes and driving lanes and kind of battle with the bigs. Is what Nick sees in that style. But again, I enjoy chasing the little guys and matching up against wing defender or wing offensive players.
Paul, you ended up in foul trouble in the first half tonight, which has been a little bit of a recurring thing recently, and has not been a thing that's happened to you often throughout your career. I guess, is there anything you think has led to that specifically, or just kind of random?
NBA, couldn't tell you that. Couldn't tell you that, especially with what goes on the other end. And I'm the one that seems to be in foul trouble. So I couldn't tell you that.
those defensive
Last couple.
miscommunications that you talked about, what do you think goes into that in terms of solving it? Is it just a matter of time and getting more acquainted with
Yeah,
guys?
no, it's just talking more. You know, we just talking more. I think talking is always a subject that comes up in teams, especially early on. Obviously, if we've been together for a long time, you kind of just know where guys are going to be, and you know rotations, you know coverages. But I think, you know, for, again, this being our first year together, I mean, the communicating aspect of it is fairly new to this group, of talking and making sure we know what's going on, who's switching, who's supposed to be in this spot. So I think we just got to continue to grow from that aspect. But that's just really what it comes down to when it's a miscommunication on the floor.
Thanks, Paul.